Hello again, Master. So we meet again. Our previous subjects have been terminated. Who will be our next target? I understand. We'll meet again soon. Ah, darn. Another parking ticket.
The state has a broader jurisdiction covering robberies, traffic violations, and many other things. Many cases fall under both the federal and state jurisdiction, allowing parties to choose either state or federal court. There are a few differences between the federal and state courts, one being their jurisdiction. The federal court has both original and appellate jurisdiction. The original covers disputes between two states or when the U.S. is a party. Also, citizens from different states, a violation of federal law, bankruptcy, and international trade disputes. While appellate is the review of cases from lower courts if the appeal involves a question of law or a violation of constitutional rights. The state has a more broad jurisdiction. They cover robberies, traffic violations, and many other things. Many cases fall under both, but that allows parties to choose state or federal court. Wonder who it is.
I have a warrant for your arrest. Well, you got me.
We got a runner! You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say cannot be used against you in a court of law. You will be provided an attorney if you cannot provide one for yourself. Do you understand the rights that have been read to you?
I do.
Considering these rights, do you wish to say anything else?
Sam made me do it.
Sure he did.
So why'd you do it?
Sam told me to.
And who's Sam?
He's my neighbor.
Why does it matter that he's your neighbor?
Well, you see, I believe that he was possessed by a 600-year-old demon, and he was talking to me through his dog.
Talking to you through his dog.
Precisely.
What's his dog's name?
Harvey.
Mrs. Berkowitz, I understand you were adopted. How do you feel about that?
Well, my mom, she gave me up for adoption when I was young. She didn't think she could take care of me.
Do you have a close relationship with your adoptive mother?
Yeah, I'd say.
And she died?
Yeah, a few years ago.
Okay, so you were left with your adopted father, and did you have any friends that you could rely on?
There were a few friends I had.
Do you still talk to them today, or do you have distance between them?
I think there's a little bit of distance, but yeah, I still talk to them.
Now, in an earlier interrogation or questioning, you stated that you had imaginary friends.
Imaginary. I could see them.
Could you only see them, or could other people see them?
My mom used to say that they weren't real, but if I can see them, I can feel them. They're real.
Okay. Do you have any romantic interest in your life? Teenage years, now?
There's one person, Alex. Same thing happened with him. My mom couldn't see him,
Mm-hmm.
but I could.
Okay. And we've noticed that there seems to be a bit of pattern with your killings. Could you care to describe describe it, or shall I read it out for you?
Well, I was a mistake, wasn't I? And my mom, short brown hair. You got it.
So you have a
She would
straight,
kill.
so you have a hatred towards women with short brown hair.
Yes.
Okay. In another interrogation questioning, you said that you received messages to the dog. Do you care to explain them?
Okay. So my neighbor was possessed by a 600-year-old demon, and then he was talking me through his dog.
Interesting. And how did this dog communicate with you?
Barking, as most dogs do.
So your neighbor was transmitting these messages through the dog, and the dog was barking, and you could understand these messages even though the dog was barking, and not in English.
Well, yeah, I'm not a dog, but those messages that my neighbor was sending me through his dog, yes, I can understand them.
They were orders to kill.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for your time, Mrs. Berkowitz.
My pleasure.
I think they should be getting done with the second round. Any minute now. Yeah. Hang on 1 second.
After observing our patient, I believe that she doesn't know between right and wrong. She does in fact have schizophrenia, but she's fit to stand trial.
Thank you. Order! Order in the court. The court is now in session. Miss Berkowitz, you are charged with 6 accounts of second-degree murder and 1 account of assault. How do you plead?
We plead not guilty by reason of insanity.
We plead guilty.
Okay, so this is our opening statement. Okay. Thank you.
Our opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor.
Will the defense call the first witness?
I call Bobby to the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thought bubble. Our state and local officials are the mayor, Joe Lockwood. Our District 6 congressional representative is Tom Price. Our governor, Nathan Deal. And our senators, Johnny Isaacson and David Perdue.
Can you tell me what happened?
Stacy and I were sitting in our car outside of her apartment, and there were 2 shots. The one that killed Stacy, and then the one that blinded my eye.
Thought bubble. The local government is divided into tiers, kind of like counties. They deal with fire departments, parks, and transportation services, and many other things. Whee!
My closing statements are
My closing statements are.
order. The judges have made their conclusion. Ms. Berkowitz, you are hereby sentenced to 365 years in prison on accounts of second-degree murder. You are also sentenced to an additional 25 years in prison for attempted murder and assault.
After the Son of Sam trial, David Berkowitz sold his story to multiple newspapers like the New York Times, where he profited from telling his criminal background. New York made a law to prevent this from happening again, and they called it the Son of Sam Law, which prevented criminals from selling their stories to make a profit from them. However, in 1991, the Supreme Court deemed this unconstitutional, as it violated the First Amendment, because of the law, no one could profit from them, and newspapers and even the victims were not compensated or paid for the story, and they have a right to publish these things. So many states have revised their laws to where the victims are compensated for the selling or for publication of the story, and the newspapers and the articles and the people that write them are paid money, but the criminals do not profit from this. Gotta roll.
Hello. It's me. See, I was wondering, after all these years, you'd like to meet. Just go over all of our kills that we've had together.
If you cannot afford one will be provided for you. Do you